Hey there, young explorers! Get ready for a whirlwind adventure as we play the most exciting game on the planet, Guess the Country. We've gathered flags from all 197 countries, each one waving proudly with secrets to share. In each flag slide, we've hidden 2 sneaky clues about the flag itself and 1 super clue about the amazing country it represents. It's like a treasure hunt on a global scale, and you're the treasure hunters. This isn't just any game. It's your passport to becoming a flag master and a geography whiz, all while having a blast. We've neatly sorted these flags in alphabetical order by their country names, making it easy peasy for you to follow along. And guess what? We've divided all these flags into parts because we have so many incredible countries to explore. Make sure to watch all our videos to become a flag genius and learn all the special secrets of each country. Let's embark on this fun-filled journey together, and remember, every flag tells a story, and every country holds wonders waiting to be discovered. Ready, set, guess!
Can you guess the country? Tricolor bands of red, white, and black. Red represents the blood of those who died for the country, white symbolizes purity and peace, and black signifies the end of oppression. I belong to a country famous for its ancient pyramids and the Nile River. Egypt. Can you guess the country? Tricolor bands of blue and white with a coat of arms. Blue symbolizes the sea and the sky, white represents peace and harmony, and the coat of arms features symbols of liberty and the nation's heritage. I belong to a country famous for its coffee and vibrant culture. El Salvador. Can you guess the country? 3 horizontal bands of green, white, and red. Green symbolizes the country's lush vegetation, white represents peace and justice, and red signifies the bloodshed for independence. I belong to a country famous for its tropical rainforests and oil reserves. Equatorial Guinea. Can you guess the country? Tricolor bands of green, red, and blue. Green symbolizes agriculture and fertility, red represents the struggle for independence, and blue signifies the sea and the coast. I belong to a country famous for its diverse ethnic groups and the Red Sea coastline. Eritrea. Can you guess the country? Tricolor bands of blue, black, and white. Blue represents loyalty and the sea, black symbolizes the soil and the past, and white signifies the aspirations for a brighter future. I belong to a country famous for its digital innovation and the Tallinn Old Town. Estonia. Can you guess the country? Bicolor of blue over yellow. Blue symbolizes peace and stability, while yellow represents the country's wealth and natural resources. I belong to a country famous for its traditional culture and Swazi dance. Eswatini. Can you guess the country? Tricolor bands of green, yellow, and red. Green symbolizes hope and the fertility of the land, yellow represents the country's wealth and church, and red signifies the sacrifice of martyrs. I belong to a country famous for its ancient civilization and the Ethiopian highlands. Ethiopia. Can you guess the country? Blue field with the Union Jack and shield. Blue symbolizes the Pacific Ocean, while the Union Jack represents Fiji's historical ties to the United Kingdom. I belong to a country famous for its turquoise waters and hospitality. Fiji. Can you guess the country? White field with a blue Nordic cross. White symbolizes the snow and the purity of the Finnish people, while the blue cross represents the country's thousands of lakes. I belong to a country famous for its saunas and the northern lights. Finland. Can you guess the country? Tricolor bands of blue, white, and red. Blue represents freedom and the French Revolution, white symbolizes purity and the monarchy, and red signifies valor and the bloodshed for the nation. I belong to a country famous for its cuisine and the Eiffel Tower. France. Can you guess the country? Tricolor bands of green, yellow, and blue. Green symbolizes the country's forests and natural resources, yellow represents the sun and the equator, and blue signifies the Atlantic Ocean. I belong to a country famous for its biodiversity and wildlife. Gabon. Can you guess the country? Tricolor bands of red, blue, and green. Red represents the sun, blue symbolizes the Gambia River, and green signifies the forests and agriculture of the country. I belong to a country famous for its river cruises and diverse bird life. Gambia. Can you guess the country? 5 red crosses on a white field. Red crosses symbolize the Christian faith and the protection of the country, while white represents purity and innocence. I belong to a country famous for its wine and the Caucasus Mountains. Georgia. Can you guess the country? Tricolor bands of black, red, and gold. Black represents the dark times, red symbolizes the bloodshed for freedom and unity, and gold signifies the country's wealth and prosperity. I belong to a country famous for its beer and the Berlin Wall. Germany. Can you guess the country? Tricolor bands of red, yellow, and green. Red represents the bloodshed for independence, yellow symbolizes the country's mineral wealth, and green signifies its forests and agriculture. I belong to a country famous for its cocoa and vibrant Kent cloth. Ghana. Can you guess the country? 9 horizontal stripes of blue and white. Blue stripes represent the sea and the sky, while white symbolizes purity and the waves of the Mediterranean. I belong to a country famous for its ancient ruins and the Olympic Games. Greece. Can you guess the country? Bicolor of yellow over green. Yellow symbolizes the sun and the warmth of the people, while green represents the country's agriculture and lush vegetation. I belong to a country famous for its spices and the grenadines. Grenada. Can you guess the country? Tricolor bands of blue, white, and blue with a coat of arms. Blue represents the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean, white symbolizes peace and purity, and the coat of arms features symbols of liberty and justice. I belong to a country famous for its Mayan ruins and traditional textiles. Guatemala. Can you guess the country? Tricolor bands of red, yellow, and green. Red symbolizes the blood of martyrs, yellow represents the country's mineral wealth, and green signifies the forests and agriculture. I belong to a country famous for its bauxite and the Niger River. Guinea. Can you guess the country? Tricolor bands of yellow, green, and red. Yellow symbolizes the country's mineral wealth, green represents the forests and agriculture, and red signifies the struggle for independence. I belong to a country famous for its wildlife reserves and Bijagos Islands. Guinea-Bissau. Can you guess the country? Bicolor of green over red. Green represents the forests and the natural resources of Guyana, while red symbolizes the zeal and determination of the Guyanese people. I belong to a country famous for its rainforests and the Kayatur Falls. Guyana. Can you guess the country? Bicolor of blue over red. Blue represents the Haitian people's willingness to defend their freedom, while red symbolizes the bloodshed for independence. I belong to a country famous for its voodoo culture and the Citadelle Les Fourrières. Haiti.
Thanks a ton for watching. If you had fun, a little click on the like button would be like icing on the cake. And hey, why not subscribe? You'll get more videos to tickle your funny bone. See you in the next one.